This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show. We are back. I'm watching my volume. I was a little loud last week. We got Sebastian Maniscalco on the other end of the line. DJ Hank behind the glass. Sebastian, what is up, bro? Let's get going. We got a lot. I always say this, but a lot to get into, obviously.
I got to start with what happened to me the last 2 weeks in the valet parking lot here at where we shoot this thing. Now, to give you an idea where we're at, we are kind of like in the epicenter of Hollywood. Not so great of a neighborhood. I'm in a 5-story building, brick building that looks like it used to be a WeWork, one of those WeWork joints.
No, what is that?
Where you rent out like a room and you call it your office.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, a bigger building.
Hey, Mark, is this residential? Does people actually live in this building? Yeah, so it's like a mixed use. It's like an apartment, I guess, complex that there's a studio.
Oh, I thought you were in like a whole iHeart building solely for iHeart. I didn't know that the room next to you is Ned. It's a guy named Ned who's an accountant in real life.
Yeah, that's the vibe here. You walk down the hallway, you smell like macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta watch my volume, bro.
Well, can you just?
I'm still in the writer's room, and I just walked out to do the cast. It's a bad situation. I mean, they're literally on the other side of the door. It's late night, and they're still working. But hey, come on, man. I gotta do the cast.
I love your commitment here. I love your commitment.
Absolutely.
But
kid might not have medical benefits after this move, but
but when you re-enter the room after this, do you just act like nothing happened?
I'm hoping they're gonna be done by the time I get out. But if they're not, I'm gonna go back in and say I was on the phone with my accountant and for tax season, and I tried to make the appointment as late as possible, but then we ended up going late, so sorry. Where were we?
All
right. All right, go ahead. What's up? So you're in the valet.
No, so the place is like, mixed use, and next to this building is a valet lot. It's small. It's one of these valet lots where you pull in. You ever do this? You pull into a valet lot and you go, I'm going to get a scratch, like just by looking at the way he's got it set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's cars blocking cars. There's cars sideways. If this guy could take a car and drive it up on another car to get another car in, that's what he would do.
Whatever he can. Another buck.
So I noticed, I've been coming here, this is like the 5th or 6th episode we've done here on iHeart. So I noticed the first 3 or 4 times I came here, I get out, I say, hey, what's going on? Nothing. No hello, no nothing. So they validate me up here. So the first 3 or 4 times I had no problem. I went down, I gave him the tickets, validated. I gave him a $5 tip. I pull up last week and he's like, $20. I said, yeah, I get it validated. No, I don't validate after 5. I said, no, it's taken care of through iHeart. No, I need the money now or you can't park here. All right, give him the money. I come up here and I get the validation. I'm like, all right, maybe he thought I was with somebody else. I could go back down. I go, yeah, they give me validation. No. I go, just give me the money back. No, I can't give you the money back. I said, guy, ain't a problem here. I said, I validated. Obviously, there's a miscommunication. Yeah, he walks away. I got to walk away. Now I'm hot.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm hot hearing this.
There's another guy and a girl in the little booth that they live in. And I go up to the guy and go, you treat everybody like this? Who is this guy? And he looks at me with another attitude. He owns it, man. He owns it now. I wasn't doing the accent, but it's two Spanish guys.
Oh, all right. All right.
Just to give you an idea, I just have to tell you that, so the listeners could paint a picture. Nothing to do. Could have been white guy. I would have told you it was a white guy.
Absolutely.
So I get in my car, hot, and I leave. So I've been building up to this all week to come back now, right?
Yeah.
So I pull in a lot, and I see him. I go up to him, and the last week he told me, you have to tell me the suite number before, so I know. Okay. So I came up, gave him the suite number. I go 402.
Waving you off?
I'm getting a wave off because in the middle of, he was counting something, and apparently I screw up what he was counting.
Oh, yeah. You messed up his count time? Okay.
So I did one of these. Like, if this was a movie and I was some like vigilante, like the audience would at this point be hoping I would do something to this guy.
Yeah.
Like a crowbar would come out, ping, right in the back of the neck, and he's down, and the audience stands up. It's similar to Michael Douglas in Falling Down. I don't know if you remember that movie.
Classic.
This is my falling down moment.
All right.
But
You're
of
at
course,
the point of no return. Remember when he got to that point? It's easier to just keep going forward than it is to try to go back. Oh, shit. You're losing your mind over this shit, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, the only thing someone understands sometimes is sheer violence.
I couldn't agree more. Violence, vandalism, just something that is going to leave a mark on them and remind them for the rest of their lives not to do that thing again. Right? So with you, bro.
So I come up here and I'm talking to the guys. And I go, you got a problem with this guy? They're like, oh, it's been a problem for the last 6 months. I go, well, can't we call the company? And they're like, we don't even know the company of the valet service. So I'm right now making it my mission to find out the company and have this guy removed from the lot.
I hear you. What I don't understand though is, do you think he's pocketing the money he gets paid after 5?
Here's the valet ticket. Is this even a legitimate valet ticket, or did he knock out the guy that's supposed to be doing valet and he just took over the lot?
That's it. That was the deal you had with the last owner, and I'm in charge now. Shit.
So I'm hot coming into this thing.
Yeah.
So I'm all out of sorts. I've had the last 6 days has been extremely exhausting. I mean, they were all great events, but this guy almost put me over the edge.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here?
That's it? That's no further confrontation?
That's it. I'm up here right now.
So what are you doing? You just shelling out $20 every time we do this?
No, I have the validation now. I want to see what happens.
He's not going to take it, and then you're going to get crazy again. He's not taking it.
We'll see. But what I'm more fearful of is, I got my golf clubs in there.
What, you think he's going to vandalize?
Oh, Pete. No other cast operates this way, by the way. I don't think there's any other cast out there where the person doing the cast is sneaking it.
Yeah. In between writing on a TV show, of all things, too. I didn't hear any noise, so I'm like, did they split? But no, they got quiet. So they must have hit a rough patch in the script.
No, they all got their ear up to the wall going, is he on a cast?
I can't laugh too much. They won't believe I'm on the phone with my tax guy. They'll be like, wow, your tax guy's fucking hilarious. Oh,
was that a
how was
napkin
it?
or a
Speaking
piece
of all those events, man, you have a good time? I mean, I saw an Instagram photo with you golfing with, seemed like Tiger Woods was golfing with you and A-Rod. And
so that was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
The Celebrity Cup. Bubba Watson, Tiger Woods. They have teams. I was on Bubba Watson's team, and I was nervous going into this thing.
For the golf aspect, obviously.
For the golf. Well, I mean, there's a crowd watching.
The Irishman, you're going to be nervous to chat with Bubba Watson. What? There's a crowd watching you golf?
Yeah.
You don't like people seeing you do things that you don't do well, bro. You don't like that.
That's do not like
wheelhouse,
that.
So glad to hear you've been practicing.
But it adds a certain element of concentration that I might not have if I was golfing with a foursome.
Yeah.
So I get there. I'm the first one there. And I figured, let me go up to some people and introduce myself. To give you an idea who's in this thing, it was Larry Fitzgerald of the used to be a wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Josh, I think is Dumal?
Dumel? I think it's Dumel. Handsome guy, tall guy, right?
Tall guy, yeah. A-Rod. Some women golfers, I think Carly and I forget the other girl's name. Derek Fisher from the LA Lakers.
Oh, yeah. Old coach of the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he a coach of the Lakers too?
I think so, yeah. But he played on the Lakers for years.
Yeah. Five championships with the Lakers. Anyway, who else was there? Michael Pena. So anyway.
Michael Pena, he's no throwaway, man. That guy he's a great actor, man. Great actor. 12
celebrities they got there. Oh, Slater, Kelly
Christian Slater?
No, the guy is the surfer.
Kelly Slater.
Was
that Hank?
Did Hank speak?
Hank chimed in, I think.
I think Hank has to be a lot quieter than you have to be.
Well, I tell you, out of all these people that you're talking about, obviously the Tiger Woods thing, I'm curious to see and hear how he was. But get any surfing with Kelly Slater, man?
Are they laughing over there?
They're laughing over there. They had 5 pages left when I left. What are they writing a novel?
Was that a fake laugh?
What do you mean? We make a living fake laughing guy in that room. I'm going to get fired. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, any writer will tell you when it gets late in the night and you want to get out of there, someone could be like, and then the bird flew out of the tree and everyone's like, ha, 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 that's hilarious. We'll fix it in the morning. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Doesn't anybody say, like, can't you stand up in the middle of this thing and go, guys, let's wrap it up. Get the fuck out of here.
No, the guy who's in charge can do that. The guy who's in charge can do that.
I know, but like as almost like a joke. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
Yeah, no, you can't
say
I know,
that.
man. I mean, this is a pretty bold move what I did to just get up and go to the cast. But it's like, but usually you find when you do something like this, if you work hard and do the job, I'll come out of the room and he won't mind because of all that, But it is weird when they're all in there. But there's just a lot of downtime, man. When you could be out of there a lot sooner.
Well, I'm just gonna do a scenario here.
Yeah.
If we're doing this right now, right, and that door behind you opened,
it won't. I locked that shit. As soon as I went, I locked it, just in case someone tried to bust it open. The whole setup.
Let's say you get a knock at the door right now.
Yeah.
Do you open it?
I will open it only because now that we're videotaping, it would just be too good for the cast. Can you imagine if I got fired during the cast?
So, I mean, can you imagine he walks in? Do they even know the setup you have in this room?
I keep it all to the left of my desk. So if you walk by, you can't see it. And I always keep the door closed. But when I go to cast, I come in here an hour beforehand and I turn this place into Fox Studios. So yeah, if they came in now, it would clearly see I have moved on to job number 2 for the day. I got to do. Man, this still there. It's not good.
Oh God.
So anyway, man, in the meantime, tell me what it's like golfing with the greatest golfer in the world.
All right. So I went up to this Kelly Slater.
Yeah.
Slater. Whatever.
Professional. He's not the one who sings too. That's a different guy.
No,
but he's not the one who sings good songs. Like, he doesn't have his own songs, does he, Hank? No, the other guy who sings times like these and times like the, you know that guy? Yeah, he's a great surfer too. But all right, so Kelly Slater, I think, is the greatest surfer of all time, if I'm not mistaken.
I saw his documentary. It's on HBO. I went up to him. I said, I saw your documentary. He goes, thanks. And I didn't feel like there was any more momentum. You ever get one of these? I got like I'm good. I got like I'm good. I don't want to talk right now. Within the answer of the within the statement, you know.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, all right.
I mean, like, I saw your documentary. I liked it.
Yeah. Thanks. But like, and I introduced myself, but no, nothing.
Nothing. And we're not even talking nothing like as far as you being a comic and an actor. We're talking nothing just as a
it could have been
just have a conversation.
Could have been a stranger at a party.
Wow. I'd say I boycott the stuff he does after that behavior, but I don't watch anything Kelly Slater does.
So I'm like,
oh boy! Right. By the way, isn't it? It's kind of wild that Hank knows Kelly Slater sang with Eddie Vedder. Are you a fan of Eddie Vedder too, Hank? Oh, all right. Wow. What are the odds of that? 2 DJs liking the same guy so much.
That's really ironic.
Kelly Slater. Okay, so he was all right. Then
so all right. So anyway, I started making my way around the room. Chris Pratt, he was there.
He seems like a good dude based on the way he acts in movies.
Solid guy.
I believe it.
Solid guy.
Believe it.
Then I get introduced to Tiger.
Wow.
And he goes, yeah, funny. If you're a funny guy, he goes, let me tell you what you think of this statement. He goes, you wear the tightest clothes in comedy. Which is true. My pants are pretty tight.
Well, I mean, but Eddie Murphy Raw, that's the all timer.
I don't know. I think mine are tighter.
Yeah.
So, do you say thank you? I said thank you.
Shit. Tiger Woods tells you wear the tightest pants in comedy, and you say thank you.
What do you say to that?
I think you're big enough now in your career that you say that. You go, I don't even know what the fuck to say to that. That's what I'd say to him. And I'm not even, it's a little weird calling you is his name really Tiger or is that a nickname?
I think it's a nickname. I think his real name is Elderbear? Nah, his father. Hey, DJ Hank, can we get a Google that shit up on Woods' name? Yeah.
Eldrick. All right. Well, I mean, that seemed like a dig to me, and maybe I would have came back with a little dig about Tiger being the name. I mean, of course, I wouldn't have came back right. I probably would have said thank you too, but that is a bizarre fucking response. So did it go beyond that, or was that? I mean, so far, I like Kelly Slater's answer better.
Well, we get paired up, and we go to the first tee.
You're teeing off with Tiger.
Tiger's not playing. Neither is Bubba Watson. They're like coaches.
Oh, right? All right.
But as I'm seeing him and Bubba Watson interact, they're busting balls. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is his kind of personality, like, just razzing guys.
Yeah.
Which I'm into.
Right.
I just didn't expect that right off the bat.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That probably actually made you start feeling better about the pant comment.
Yeah. No, I thought it was like, oh, okay, this is kind of what he did, just busting chops. So I tee off.
Here we go.
I hit the ball 25 feet from the pin. A beautiful drive. I mean, this is a par 4.
Par 4, and you're 25 feet from the hole.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods could do that.
Everybody was stunned. I had the best shot out of the whole group. I go to putt it from 25 feet. I just missed the lip of the hole. I'm stunned. I'm shocked. I birdie the first hole.
Holy shit.
And Tiger watched the whole thing. So in his head, he's got to be looking at me going, this guy is fat.
Yeah.
Tight pants and all.
This guy. Yeah. This guy's a pro. This is literally a pro.
All downhill from there. All downhill. I mean, I did decent, but I didn't hit any more birdies the rest of we only played 6 holes. But I'm glad that in front of that crowd, I pulled it. It was one of these shots where I hit it and I thought it was a shank. As soon as I made contact, I'm like, that's in the woods. Right down the pipe.
Now, what is that? If you would have got that second shot, and what is that? That's an eagle, right?
Eagle.
That's like huge, man.
That would have been.
So what'd you do after that? Any more pars at least? Did you get par any?
Couple. Well, if we're playing with my handicap, yeah, I had a couple pars, but then the rest of it was kind of off. We lost. Our team ended up losing, but I tell you what, I got the golf bug, and I went up to Tiger and I asked him about putting because I know he's a good putter, great putter. I asked him what's the secret to putting. And he looked at me and he goes, pace.
Pace, huh?
And then he said something else, and I didn't even hear it. Like
you don't remember? Because
I was trying to figure out what pace, like is that speed? Is that speed, right?
Yeah.
And then he said something about pace dictates line. If you don't have pace, you don't have line. Something like he went into a full golf analogy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, if you were talking about food, I could pick this up. But you're speaking a foreign language to me, man.
Was it just a quick pace and then a walk away, or was it like
pace and then I didn't say nothing back? I kind of nodded, and then he went into a full pace dictates. You could read the green, but I didn't hear it. It was one of those things where I was. You ever ask a question, and then you're not even prepared for the answer? I wasn't even prepared to even take it in.
Yeah. Sometimes I did that years ago. The first time I met Seinfeld, I asked him a question just because I wanted to have a reason to talk to him.
Yeah.
And while he was answering, I'm not even listening. I'm just staring at the fucking guy going, I can't believe I'm talking to Seinfeld right now.
Yeah. I was looking at Tiger. I go, this guy looks like a hologram. He don't even look real. Right?
Yeah, shit. When you're around people that famous, it's like you could have be in the news if you tackle that guy. I've said it before, but shit.
Again, there we go. Still in there?
I think they broke up. I think it's over. Spread the wings a little now.
Oh, yeah, relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
That wasn't too bad. It wasn't too long. So, how was it golfing? You hung out with A-Rod. Did you guys all have a few drinks afterwards?
No, but A-Rod and I were busting balls. He's He brought his own social media crew to the golf event. So I'm looking at him. He's got like a camera guy and another girl on an iPhone. And I walked up to him. I go, "Did you bring your own camera guy here?" He started dying laughing. I go, "I barely got a ticket for a guest. And what are you making, a documentary?" This guy had a full camera crew with him. And followed him around the golf.
Is this just all for social media?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man.
I'm struggling to get a couple videos of what I'm doing. This guy's documenting the whole thing. He's going to go back to the editing bay and he's going to cut like a 3-minute trailer of his golf experience.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unbelievable. You hear that shit?
Oh, yeah. Who's that? Oh, God. What are they doing? Like hallway chat?
Sure. Yeah. That's all it is now.
Like they spent the whole day with each other in the room, right?
Yeah.
Now they're going home and they're gonna talk in the hallway?
Well, no, in their defense, they'll take the train back to the city, so they gotta wait now until the next train's available, and then they take a van to the train station. It's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. So that sounds so
that was great.
Yeah.
Great time. Did you watch the Oscars?
I watched the entire Oscars. A little tune out here and there. I had it on the background the whole time though, but saw it all, man. So
all right.
I am so annoyed though, because at the very beginning I'm on the phone with my
I'm sorry. I was calling DJ Hank Lou.
Oh, man, yearning for the other days. Sorry, Hank. I hope you don't get offended when we do that accidentally.
All right, so go ahead.
But I was on the phone with my parents, and my father said, we just saw Sebastian on the red carpet. He was very funny. He was saying about how he only does A-list Oscar-nominated movies. So how much red carpet did you do?
So I did it all. I did Seacrest. I did Juliana Rancic. I did Good Morning America. I did that whole thing.
You feel like you're getting your groove with that stuff?
Yeah, I feel it's comfortable. Last year was a little bit like kind of reserved. This year, I'm like, come on, this is like old hat, right?
Yeah, were you sitting a few rows behind Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
I thought I saw you. Maybe like just 2 or 3 or one offer from the aisle.
No, because there was like 3. No, I was inside. I was in row N. Here's the 2 things I want to talk about the Oscars.
All right.
I get to my seat.
Yeah.
And soon after I sit down, a guy sits down next to me to my right, and he's got an earpiece in. And he goes, "What are you here for?" And I said, "I was in the Irishman." I said, "What are you here for?" He goes, "Plain clothes security, just in case anything goes down here tonight." And I go, "Oh, do they got more of you guys in the audience?" He goes, "Yeah, they're peppered throughout the audience." He goes, "If anything goes down here, I got a gun, so follow me." I go, "Hey."
And he's right next to you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Everybody in the entire place, Charlize Theron, Laura Dern, Robert De Niro, DiCaprio. I'm sitting next to the security guard.
I was thinking about that too, man. Everybody else hobnobbing one another.
Yeah.
You got the guy Tony packing heat to your right.
And to my left was the documentaries. I was sitting with the documentarians. I wasn't even sitting with the Irishman. I was sitting with the people. If it panned to me, they would have go, "What did he do? A documentary too?"
Yeah.
So, but before I got to the seat, I was walking down the stairs. Right?
Yeah. Same ones that you fell down.
Same ones.
All right.
I went to the rail to hold on to the rail because I was nervous about falling down the stairs again.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know it, I slip and catch myself on the rail again. No alcohol, no nothing. I
You gotta be
slip
kidding
and
me.
fall again, but
You
I catch
fell?
myself.
Oh,
Well,
you
no,
caught
I mean,
yourself
like,
though.
yeah, I caught it. Is that a ghost? What is that? Huh?
What?
No, at the Oscars.
Oh,
Did you just turn around and think there was a ghost in the room?
I thought I thought you were making reference to somebody standing behind me or some shit. Freaked me out. I didn't really. That's crazy, man. That you felt that you did same thing. Listen, I'm all over the place with this. When you were sitting in your row, all right,
Mhm.
and they were doing Best Picture, and I know you were allowed to go up if they won. Were you like? I mean, what's that feeling like? Because you really don't know, right? You have no idea if you're gonna win or not.
Okay, this is what the feeling's like for me.
Yeah.
By the way, I kind of knew going into this thing that The Irishman wasn't going to win anything based on the past award shows. Didn't really get anything but one award, which was Best Cast at the Screen Actors Guild Award. So I'm like, they're not going to give this thing any love. So comes to Best Picture, and I'm wearing a double-breasted tuxedo.
Look sharp.
So, thank you. As they're reading off the Best Picture nominees, I go to button the inside button on the tuxedo because I'm thinking if we win, that's all I have to do is stand up and button the other one.
Yeah.
Because if I would have left it to the two buttons, I don't think I would have buttoned them in time as I'm walking down the aisle.
So then you might be buttoning on the stage. You'd be buttoning. That's
Yeah. So I wanted to be fully buttoned by the time I reached the stage.
So cool, man.
Now I'm sitting there, and then Parasite wins, and I unbutton it. There we go.
We're good, guy. Don't make a meal out of it.
Oh God. So how can you not make a meal out of it? You got Glade, you're coughing up a lung.
I'm sabotaging my career, guy.
So yeah, we didn't win, but I'm sitting there, and this thing is long. Okay, it is long. Hank, can you pull up the Joaquin Phoenix bit? Just listen to this, Pete.
No, I heard the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna refresh your memory.
All right.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you supposed to put with cereal? Like,
I have no idea.
I'm walking away with this. Can you do anything anymore?
I have no. As soon as he did that, he wasn't even halfway through the speech, and I tweet out, I think Joaquin Phoenix just told me I can't put milk in my coffee anymore. No more cream in my coffee. What a lunatic. Even Brad Pitt bailed out on his politics a sentence in, right? He's like, oh, that's more time than Bolton got. Nothing. He got nothing on that. That was, dude.
Oh man, I went home. I go, babe, are we doing? Are we not supposed to be doing milk in the cereal?
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's no end to.
I don't know. Like, I don't know the guy, but he's up there and he looks like he's dizzy. You know, he's with the eyes. Is this a happy moment or is this
nuts?
Oh man, I don't know.
And then the cows cried, and we know why they're crying. I'm like, dude, I don't know how painful it is to have your child ripped away from you as a mother cow, but it is pretty painful listening to you fucking babble right now.
Oh,
now
man.
I gotta ask what I ask every award show.
Yeah.
Did you hang out with Brad Pitt?
I went to the best party of my life.
Vanity Fair one?
No.
Which one?
It's called The Party. That's the name of the party.
Oh, this sounds like some Eyes Wide Shut private party.
It's thrown by a guy by the name of Guy Osiri.
Sounds familiar.
Madonna's manager, U2's manager.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's his party at his house. No phones, no photographs. I mean, you got your phone, but there's a big sign right outside the party. No phones, no pictures, no nothing. Right? You walk in. Lana and I walk into this party, and we walk down. It's this guy's house. We walk down the stairs in his living room, which is quite large. And I look to myself, I look to my left. This is who I saw within 10 seconds of at the party. Elton John on the couch with his Oscar, J-Lo, Rodriguez, Judd Apatow, Chris Rock, and Jason Statham. Huh?
Holy shit.
I turn the line and I go, this is going to be fun. So we get in. They got fast food, cocktail servers. They got bars. They got a dance floor with a DJ at the back of the party. And I walk in and I go, God, it sounds like a live entertainment. And sure enough, Snoop Dogg is rapping. 1, 2, 3. I go get the guy. So me and JB Smooth, do you know him?
Comedian. I met him once. Yeah.
Nice guy.
But yeah, nice guy.
I don't know. The comedians always go talk to one another. So I'm talking to JB Smooth. I look over to my left just because I just felt like something was there. I just felt like BP. Holy shit. I'm 5 feet from this guy. He's glowing more than his Oscar.
Wow. What the fuck is fucking Brad Pitt?
I wish he would have, in his speech, instead of going political, I wish he would just go up there and go, guys, this is the face cream I'm using. Like, give me some information.
Grab a pen. I'm going to give you my hair conditioner. I'm with you.
And he's talking to Bradley Cooper.
What the fuck, bro? Bradley Cooper's the ugly wingman in this story? This is insanity. By the way, I know Cooper got Pitt to stop drinking. That was a whole big thing.
Yeah.
So it'd be exciting to meet them, but probably a little boring to hang with them. Yeah. I don't know. It's if you're not drinking, beat it. I'm sorry. So
anyway.
Did you chat with them?
No.
What do you mean, though? You didn't go up and say,
No.
dude, the fuck? I'm sorry, I'm cursing so much in show. I apologize.
No, I ain't going to do that.
But that's what you do at a party. If it was...
I do.
So even though you're at the party of parties, and even though, no phones, no anything, there is still this sort of, if like, is that just you? Or like if I was at the party with you and I said, I'm going to go talk to Brad Pitt, would you be like, yeah, it's probably not a smart move, man.
No, I mean, it's nothing. I mean,
that's just not you.
It's not me. Not me. Lana and I just, we hung back, talked to some people we knew there. We were having so.
Were you like, come on, guy. Look, did you see my stand-up? Call me over. Right? I mean, shit. How many specials do I got to do? Shit.
It was, I'm not going to lie. It crossed my mind. I was going to do it just for the cast. But then the other half of me is like, what are you doing, man? Just, like, where am I going to go? I didn't know. It's
Nah,
not
that's
my
not
style.
you. You're an organic guy. You need
Yeah,
to,
so we're having a ball.
Did you
Great
at
drinks.
least stand in the vicinity of that? Like, you ever around someone famous and, there's no reason to keep standing there, but why not? Because they're 5 feet away from me, so I'm not going to move.
Well, God knows who else is going to come into that conversation.
Yeah. It was probably
like,
even at a party like that, there's still hoverers and stuff like that. People like,
I didn't see a lot of that. The people were at this party it's not the fact that there was the celebrity component, although that did add to the excitement of it, just because, listen, I've been around celebrities for 22 years. I waited on celebrities. It's not like I'm very familiar with it, but this night was a little surreal just because people are walking around with Oscars, Snoop Dogg singing.
Yeah.
I heard Billie Eilish was going to sing later. There was like an excitement in the room where normally I'm yawning by 11 o'clock at night. I'm yawning.
Right.
I looked down at my watch. It was 1:15. I told Lana, I go, it's 1:15. She's like, you got to be shitting me. I go, I could stay here till 6 a.m.
Wow.
And she's like, I'm not even tired. I go, we got a family.
So me and Jackie are coming in April with Sadie, and we're going to spend the night at your house. If you're tired by 9 o'clock, I'm going to be so insulted, bro. Because, when I'm hearing out all this, you only stay up late night for A-listers, man.
No, when you come over, I'm getting Brad Pitt to come over so I can stay awake.
Let's do it. We should, man. You should invite Leo over. You should. Was Leo at this party, by the way? I'm sorry. What am I doing? LDC.
I saw LDC at the first party I was at.
And obviously you say hi to him. He's a borderline friend at this point.
Yeah, so we chatted a little bit. And
wow. Fun stuff, dude.
So yeah, it was a great week. And
Did you
top of that,
yeah,
we did the Family Feud.
Oh, I know. That's right. I saw the picture. Unbelievable.
Can't talk much about it because, it doesn't air till summer. But I got to tell you, one of the highlights of my career. I grew up on Family Feud. Yeah. I went into this thing going, okay, it's for charity. I came out of there like Michael Jordan Game 7 going, we got to win this thing.
You can't say who won or any of that, but and you had a good time doing it, though. A lot of laughs and a lot of fun.
A lot of laughs. My in-laws had a ball.
My
sister, my wife. It was
a lifetime memory, man. A fun, awesome thing to be able to do. Steve Harvey seems like a fun guy, too.
Great guy. So, yeah, it's been a long weekend, a lot of stuff, but I'm glad it's over. What is going on? Like, tell me something about you. I feel like I'm monopolizing.
No, man. We do a yin and yang, and I'm going to probably get back to these stories some more anyway because it's insane. I'm like, I have something I want to ask about the Oscars. I'll ask later, but well, first of all, let me just tell you something. You're not going to believe this story. So I bail on I have shows at Governor's last weekend, so I stay in town. Great shows, everyone for coming out. Thank you. We had a blast. Sunday night, instead of staying at the shithole Days Inn, I go to the one, a little bit nice in East Norwich, my other motel. It's 1 a.m, and I'm finally sleeping, right? All of a sudden, and this building, you understand, it's got like 4, it's all connected through hallways, but it's got like 4 separate big like buildings, like that whole room. So I'm in building number 3, and sound asleep, and all of a sudden at 1 a.m, you hear boom, boom. I'm not even lying. I thought my door got kicked in. I'm like, someone just kicked in my door. And I jump up and I hear, it's not my door, but it's the one right across the hall from me, right there. And I hear like 5 to 10 cops. I just hear a bunch of cops going, get him down, get him down, get him down, down. And they're throwing some dude up against my door. They throw him up against the fucking door. I'm, bro, on my grandfather's grave. I'm not making any of this up, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? and I got, my Walmart glasses on now, and I'm looking through the fucking peephole, and I can just see the back of whoever they have, and I hear the cops going, "Look for the gun, look for a weapon. Is there a weapon in the apartment, in the hotel room? Is there a weapon? Look for the weapon." And then they pull them away from my door, and I can't see them anymore. They're off to the side, and there's no way I'm coming out. It's one of those scenarios you never feel like you'd ever be in. But if I just whipped open the door in my underwear and said, "What the fuck is going on out here?" I'd get shot. I'd get shot right in the mouth.
Right to that temple.
Yeah, without a doubt, right? So then I can hear the guy, whoever they got, and he's like, I'm sorry. And they're going to him, it's all right. Are you? And they're cuffing him. I hear them cuffing him. They're going, can you breathe? Just stay down. Just calm down. Can you breathe? And I'm like, normally like in the movies or even growing up and the cops in the city, it's usually, stay down, motherfucker. What are you doing? It's like hardcore. And it wasn't like that. It was much more like, can you breathe? Just calm down. And then you hear the sergeant get on. He's like, "Oh, by the way, look out the window." Bro, SWAT plus 2 SWAT cars, like trucks, and like 5 to 7 cop cars just swarm the parking lot, right? Maybe even 10. And then I hear the sergeant get on. "Did you find a weapon? Is there a gun?" "No, Sarge. We checked the whole room. No gun on him." "All right, bring him down." And they bring him down, and like still I don't come out. And then I'm just looking through the window, and I hear him in the lobby for a little while. And they finally, maybe about a half hour later, they're gone. Now, Vince, who runs the front desk at night, he's still there till 7 in the morning. So I get down about 6:30 in the morning. I go, "Vince, what happened last night?" And he goes, "I know. I thought you'd call. I can't believe it. It happened right across from your room." Apparently, a cop from Jersey checked into the room, and I guess he contacted his family, and they thought he was suicidal. So they contacted the cops. So the cops were coming to save one of their own, bro. What? So they were coming to pull, and that made sense. I go, "Oh, I was going to say," because I was like, is this a new way of policing? Because they're being very cordial to this guy. So anyway, God bless. I hope the guy's all right. But I'll tell you, man, I was just about, when that first went down and I heard them arresting him, I was like, once I realized I was not going to get hurt because they were on the other side of the door, I'm like, man, enough is enough. This isn't even funny for the cast. I'm not even telling Jackie about this shit. This is ridiculous. Staying in these fucking shitholes. And then this actually does happen. And it's not so funny, Pete. So this is, you're over with it. And then the next morning when I heard it wasn't that, I'm like, okay, extend my statement. I need 3 more lines.
Oh, just a suicide attempt? Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, hey, well, that can happen on a Hyatt too, guy. Come on, a Hyatt, a Marriott. Come on. That's not isolated.
Well, is this grounds for you getting a free night there? I mean, just saying, hey,
free night, bro. It's in the brochure. $60 a night. Somebody might die across the hall from you. No refunds. So check. You're not going to believe this, and I need your take, and you tell me if I took it too far. But this goes along the lines with you being uptight, psychotic too, about the parking guy with the $20 valet.
Yeah.
So I have limited clothing on Long Island because I sit in this writer's room all day. So I tell Jackie, I'm not bringing any nice clothes. I got literally I can be out of a room in 5 minutes. I have nothing. So I forgot when I went home before this gig, I forgot to bring up some nicer clothes. So I'm like, shit, I got to do laundry. I got like 1 pair of jeans and a shirt. I don't like to do this. I usually do it at home, and I got to do it in a laundromat, which I haven't done in a long time in my defense. So now I'm in the laundromat, which is nice. It's a clean one, right? I'm doing my laundry. The laundry's in the washing machine. I'm going to be more vigilant about this. I'll send the video for our Facebook Pete Sebastian show. I'm like looking at the newspaper on my phone or something. I have coffee. I look up, and there's a lady going to use a washing machine right next to me. Now, is one of the nicer towns on Long Island. It's money. Billy Joel lives out there. So she's got the horse boots on, like riding the long black boots, yeah, and the white tight pants and stuff. And I'm like, is that a fucking dog bed she's throwing in there? And I'm about to give her a hard time for putting a dog bed in the washing machine. Then she unzips it and opens it up. Bro, it's one of those coats that you drape over a horse in the winter when they're cold. She's putting a fucking whole horse in a coat horse. I go, I go, excuse me. And I go, excuse me, is that a coat horse? I go, are you literally?
A horse coat.
A horse coat, I'm sorry, yeah. It's not a coat made out of horse hair. It's a coat for a horse, bro. You know, in the winter when they're cold out in the field and you drape that shit over them? That's what this thing was. And I go, you're literally putting a horse that you put on a coat that you put on a horse into the washing machine that human beings use? And she goes, it's actually not that dirty. And then I go, then put it in your own washer, lady. It's disgusting. Are you kidding me with this shit? Oh my God. And she puts it in. So I'm like, I don't believe that. Unbelievable. I try not to drop F-bombs around women anymore. It's disrespectful. So I didn't do that. I just kept going, unbelievable. Holy shit. And then I pull out my phone and with her in the background, I go, this lady right behind me, you see with the horse boots? I'll send you that video. I go, and she couldn't put that thing in fast enough. She was embarrassed and wanted the moment to be over with, but she wasn't embarrassed enough not to wash it, dude. And I caught her before she even got it in. So it was still dry. She could have left, but she decided to put it in, and then she rushes out to her BMW, and I'm steaming. And then an old timer who was in the laundromat, he goes up. There's an old lady who runs the whole place, I guess, because he goes up to her and she's in charge, and he goes, he points over to me and says that I was yelling at the lady. I thought he was mad at me, but it turns out, and he goes, yeah, he's the one. He goes, way to go to me. Do you believe that? And I go, right. And he was just telling the old lady. So the old lady comes up to me and she goes, which dryer? Which washing machine? I go, this one right there. And she goes, I don't believe this shit. The nerve. Now I got to descent and sanitize that. I don't have time to stay late to do that. The nerve. You're putting an animal. Unbelievable. So she takes a sticky and she puts it on the washing machine. So when that lady gets back, she's going to give her a hard time. Now, this is the part where I'm not proud of myself. I'm so mad that this lady did this, that the old lady who runs the laundromat, she also washes clothes there. So she's got a giant bottle of bleach. So I go over, and when she's not looking, I pour 1 cup of bleach in, and I walk over and I dump it in the horse coat lady's washing machine. Right? Dude, and then I decide that that's not enough bleach. So I do 4 cups total, 4 different times. And the lady's bottle of bleach was right by the television set. So I'm doing this. I got my coffee like this, and I'm looking up at the TV, and I'm quick taking a bleach, pouring it, and I'm walking away, but I'm holding it behind my coffee, so you only see my coffee till I get to and I put 4 things in, and then I hang out.
You open up
the top cap of the washing machine where you would dump detergent in while the wash is going.
Oh, so you're not. It's not outside where you put it and then you put it in. It's you could actually see the coat as you're putting bleach on the coat.
Well, no, because it's a bigger one where it's a rubber flap that you lift up, the little rubber flap up top, and like where you would pour in detergent.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, yeah, same thing.
Okay.
And exactly. So it's not going right on the coat, but it was going in early enough that the thing wasn't even filled with water yet. So it was getting bleached directly.
This is
vandalism. This is not that, bro. It's vandalism of her to be putting fucking animal clothing in a human washing machine. Wait. What?
Okay, so is there cameras in this place?
There are cameras in the place, yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I ended up telling the old lady I did this shit.
Oh, go.
Because then finally the horse lady comes back in, right? And
you're there.
I'm there, but as time was going on, much to what you're saying, I was starting to go like, shit. I don't know how. I almost Googled how much a horse coat was because I was like, how much? Could I get in a lot of trouble for this? I mean, this ain't no fucking sweater from the Gap. But then I would talk myself out of it and be like, no, man, she can't do that. Screw that. Yeah, I did bleach it. I was desanitizing it, in my head. So when she came in, I was like, you know what? Let me leave and just go sit in my room, at least for this moment, in case when she does pull it out, it is bleached up. I'll just start the car and leave. I mean, I only got a pair of jeans in there. you know what I mean? This is all going through my head. Right? So now, as I'm sitting there in my car, the horse lady comes out with this big wet fucking horse coat. And it's just, when you take something out of the dead washer, it is soaking, man, right? But it didn't even have time to rinse. So she's just dripping water all through the parking lot. And she opens up the back of a Beamer and she throws it in there like a dead animal. And she just takes off. She's mortified because the old lady must have given her a real hard time inside. So then
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you getting a visual on the coat? Was it destroyed from the bleach?
I got video of her putting it in the trunk. I'll show you that too, but I couldn't really tell. And I don't even think she could tell because she pulled it out of there like as quick as can be. Because as she was pulling it out, she's got an old lady yelling at her in front of all these people going, "How dare you? You have no respect for other people. You're not supposed to do that." So, and the woman who did it, she's like got money. She has a horse. She's not some, vagabond. So she probably got a nice house and she doesn't want horse hair in her house. Selfish, fucking. Stop with the F-bombs. So anyway, now I go back in to finish my laundry and the old lady's there and she goes, "Did you see her? I just kicked her out." And I go, "I saw her getting in a car." To the point where, this lady was like pulling a Pete more than me. She was madder than me, And she goes, and she goes, "And here's the thing that really bothers me the most. As she's getting it out of the washing machine, and I'm sitting here telling her I have to stay now an hour and a half later. Well, my husband's home waiting for me. I got to desanitize this, and she knows it's not right. And now I got to work later for no extra money." She doesn't say anything, not a sorry, not a single word. She just pulls it out and storms out. Do you believe the nerve? I said, "Well, if it makes you feel any better, I dumped 4 cups of bleach in there while she was washing it." And she goes, "Wow, serves her right. The hell with her." Bro, vigilante justice. That lady will never put a horse coat in another public washing machine ever again, dude.
Listen, when did this happen?
Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon. All right. I'm going to scenario this. Okay?
I got good lawyers, bro. Jewish lawyers.
So this lady, do you think there is any chance she goes back and says, "I want to see the videotape, the horse blanket that my great-grandfather left me because he had a horse, and horses have been in our family for years."
Right, yeah.
Someone bleached my blanket, and I would like to take a look at the tape. Do you think they could subpoena the tape?
They could subpoena all they want. I don't care if a whole family almost died of tuberculosis and that blanket saved them. I don't care. I think I'll say, let's get the video because you'll see me say that washing machine is for human beings. And I put the bleach in because I felt that washing machine needed to be sanitized in the moment. That's all it was. It was trying to save the equipment.
Did you tell your wife this?
Not yet. No, this one I didn't tell her yet. Because I told her the suicide situation, and I got one more for you. I want your take on this one. So Sunday afternoon, prior to the situation in my hotel room, it's my first weekend on Long Island, and God knows how long. Where I didn't have a show Sunday, so I swore to myself, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go to where I grew up. I haven't been there in 25 years. I'm going to go see my house. I'm going to go to my elementary school, the old park where I used to walk around. This is all by myself on Sunday, right? So I drive out to Oakdale. I go down. I live on a dead-end street. I'm going down. It's like crazy, dude. I haven't been there in 25 years. It's trippy, right? And I'm driving down. I get right in front of my house, and like my heart's actually beating a little. There's a guy standing out in front of my house, right? And he kind of looks at me, and I look at him, and it's a dead-end street. So when you go down, people stare at you. And he goes, "Can I help you?" Just like that, right? And I go, "Nah, I'm sorry. I grew up in this house." And he looks at me, and he goes, "Are you Corielli?" And I go, yeah. And then he goes, "Yeah, I bought this house off your father." So I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were still the guy." Mm. And I go, "Yeah, man, it's built in 1970 and that." And he goes, "Why don't you come in?" And I go, "Nah, you come in, you take a look around." And I go, no, man, I couldn't put you out like that. I just wanted to see it from the outside. It's fine. He goes, oh, you said 25 years? When are you going to be back here? Come on, I'll show you what I did inside stuff. My sons are in there. I got to get my wife in a few minutes, but I got a couple of minutes. She won't mind if I'm late because I'm showing you the house. And then he goes, I know you're a comedian. One of my buddies heard you on the radio the other day. I got a couple, because I was on the radio and I told the guy on Long Island radio that I might be going out to check out my house. And I go, 157 Pepperidge Road. So he's like, a couple of people will call me saying they're yelling your address on the radio. So I went in and he showed me every room in my house. He showed me my bedroom. I mean, he goes, check out the roof here inside the garage. You guys must have spray painted Celtics, because we used to be Larry Bird and Boston Celtic fans. He goes, yeah, I never got rid of that. You got this hole over here and it was just, it was pretty wild.
So you go in the house.
Yeah.
Is there any part of you, first of all, did it have a distinct smell to it?
No, it didn't. It was clean. It was nice. I mean, the guy kept it nice. He's a cop, man. He was a good dude, man. He was a real nice guy. He had three boys, and two of them were there. One of the boys was with his girlfriend, just hanging out in my old bedroom. And the other one was like doing homework or something in the living room. And I went up to one in the living room. And listen, man, I am very happy with my life. And I'm not the kind of guy who wakes up and never, I wish I was famous or that. I'm too truly. But that was one of the very few times where I was like, because I go to the dude, hey, how you doing, fella? And he goes, hey, how are you? I go, I grew up here. And he's like, oh, cool. And then he just goes right back to his homework. I'm like, God, I wish I was a fucking movie star right now, man. Because he'd be like, holy shit. He didn't even blink. I wanted to be like, hey, put your pen down and Google me. 3 specials, 3-hour specials, all right? You should be semi-nervous right now. Nothing. I don't even think they Googled me when I left. Shit.
Semi-nervous. Is the house at all how you remembered it?
Yeah, but it's just way smaller than you remember it, as it always would be, when you get older. I mean, I'm like, God, I called him my old man. I was like, I could have called child services on you, packing us in there.
When did you leave there? How old?
I left there when I graduated college. I pretty much never went back. But my parents left like 2 years after that, something like that, 2-3 years. So long time ago, man. It was pretty wild. But then I drove to my elementary school, and it was totally empty. And I went up to my kindergarten window, and I did where you cup the window and you look in, bro. My knees almost buckled, man. That took me. Heart was fluttering. I was like almost crying. And then I was sad and reflecting, and all these emotions were flying through me. If I was a woman, I'd be like much more like, what's going on? What's happening to my body right now? It was
why?
Because I mean, bro, I remember I'm looking through the window and I'm like, I remember getting a bloody nose playing with the wooden block in there with Tommy. And, it was like crazy, dude. That's, I'm 40 something years ago. What do you mean? Why? I got a heart. No, what do you mean? You never went? It's called memory lane, guy. Take a stroll.
No. No, I thought it was like you were looking in the window and you were, thinking about. I mean, the way you're describing it, it sounds like you got cancer. You got a year to live. You went back to your house. You went back to the school.
That's funny. There is a house right next to the elementary school. I wonder if that guy looks through the window to his wife, go, oh, Carol, here's another one with cancer, taking one last look. That's horrible, man. What are we saying? Hank, you got 2 edits. Luna did these, no problem. So would you have gone in? No, is my question.
No, I've done that. I've actually done that. I took Lana to my elementary school, my junior high, and my high school when we were back in Chicago. This was, I don't know, 2-3 years into the relationship. I want to go see the schools, And I did have those, and I won the high jump here, or man, this is where we picked up Mark Belinsky and put him on our shoulders, and we got sent to the principal. So yeah, there is that kind of moment of reflecting back on your childhood, which it's got to be also too for people who stay in the city that they grew up in and have their kids go to the same school that they did. That's got to be free. I mean, can you imagine taking Sadie to that school?
I don't know. I think it's cooler that that's not the case, because then you're always there. Then if your kid's going to the same school, like I've been to the Sadie's high school. She's not even in high school yet, but I've been there for things in town. It's just way different to go back. Like to go back after not being there for so long. It was way more different. And when you go with Lana, like I'd shown Jackie years ago where I grew up, but when you bring someone, they don't care as much as you,
No.
So I'm like, I got to go alone so I can really, because like I went to this park around the corner where I always grew up playing. And then there was a trail right off the woods, like on the edge of the woods. And you can go back through this trail and there was a little stream. And we used to play back there when I was a kid. And I'm like, there's no way that path is still there. And it was. And I'm like, I'm going to go down the path. And I went down the path, and then I'm standing by the stream all by myself where I used to play when I was like 6. So then I, smoke up a little Ciccone because I'm back there. And then I heard a few kids coming, and then I kicked in me like, oh, I ain't 6 no more. And this is probably awfully fucking weird to these kids. I better get out of here. There's some 40-something-year-old bearded dude smoking weed by the stream.
And he's crying.
I used to play here in 1975. I used to play. We get reports about him. He's wandering all over the fucking neighborhood.
He was spotted at his old house.
Just leave him alone.
Oh, God.
So, dude, switching back over, what was the crowd reaction when, and listen, I love the guy to death, but when Eminem came out singing, it's like, guy, place and time, guy, place and time.
I got to tell you, in the room, for me, it woke me right up because the damn thing was so boring that as soon as he came out, I was like, oh, yeah. I mean,
wow, that was so shocking. A cop next to you probably flipped the safety off. He goes, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And you're like, it's just Eminem. Don't worry. I'll tell you, watching him, he's a pro because, and this is a performer too. I'm like, I could sense, not even halfway through that he could sense that half the room was like not buying it, like just like not that they don't love him or love that song, but just like this is odd. Weren't expecting it here. And I was like, for a second, I was like, man, this is the kind of guy, because he's got the kind of attitude. I wouldn't put it past him to just drop the mic and bail on them if they're not into it, because he's hardcore, But he kept going, and then everybody finally woke up and got it. He's amazing. It was a great song, but yeah. So it was a real like shot out of nowhere. That's for sure.
Definitely a shot out of nowhere. I didn't expect it at all. And then I tell you what, though, it definitely, because right before that, I turned to the cop and I go, I'm dying here, bro. It's fucking boring.
He was like, dude, nudge me if somebody tries to stab somebody, because I'm dozing off too. What did he say when you said that?
I go, it's dead in here. It's dead in here. This is a commercial break. We were standing up. I go, it's dead in here.
Oh, it gets real silent, right?
No, after when everybody's at the commercial, there's a lot of commotion. People are leaving. People are coming in.
That's the loud part.
That's the what?
Oh, I thought you meant when it went to commercial, it just kind of gets quiet and everybody whispers amongst themselves.
No, but there was no energy in the room, and then he came on, and then went to commercial, and now I'm like, all right, now this feels like an event,
Yeah.
But leading up to that, it's just like, come on, man, it's just,
yeah, and there's like. I don't want to be less respectful to winners for other categories, but as a viewer, there's like 5, 6 tops categories I would care about seeing.
What are we doing? I mean, just make the show best actress, best actor, best movie, best director. It's a 30-minute show.
That's it. And when you bring it up for the like, let's say you go, Laura Dern is here to present for best actress. She comes up and she goes, before I present this, just want to say congratulations to Terry for best film editing. Okay. So, and that's it. That's all. Terry just gets a mensch for his award. You know, we don't need Terry coming up to. You ever have the two guys come up that win for something that no one even cares about, and then you can tell the other one's like just gonna like, oh, he's still gonna go too. They're both talking. Even if this was Clooney and Pitt, one of them would pick. Even they wouldn't do a duel. But those people,
I think it happened for sound editing or something. I'm sitting in the audience, and the guy gets up there, and I'm thinking the same thing. And he goes, thank you, thanks to my family, and he starts to go. And I think the guy was shocked that just spoke that the second guy went, because he was going to go off, and he goes, "You're going?" Like,
I love this video, bro. I wouldn't be laughing if I couldn't see what you just did. He does a double take. I thought the other guy was right behind him. He goes, and all of a sudden I hear your voice.
he's like, I'm the guy in charge. Like, you got to think, if it's a double, like if 2 or 3 Oscars are going to be given to the award, or to the category, do you think prior to going up, they go, hey, listen, if we win, I'm talking? Or is it not discussed?
I mean, I would think it would be discussed, but some of them maybe they're like, don't want to jinx it. I don't know. But, like here, in this writer's room, even though like I'll get my name on a script, but if the episode that has my name on it, I put that in quotes, happens to win an Emmy for best screenwriting in a half-hour comedy series, my showrunner is I'll go up, but my showrunner is gonna come up too, because they rewrite everything. The showrunner writes everything and decides everything that gets put in. So there's been cases where they've told me, like, you hear stories where the dude whose name is on the script, just because it's his turn to have his name on it, that wins the Emmy, and he does the talking. He's like, yeah, when I wrote this, and all the writers like, you didn't write shit. God, well, I mean, you wrote it as much as we wrote it. We all, So but some of those writers and scenarios like that, or like producers, maybe they go, I'm not supposed to talk after Kevin, or whoever the guy's name. I'm not meaning Kevin James. I'm talking like bad choice of words, but I'm not supposed to talk after Hank. Well, you know what? I don't give a shit. Like, maybe the wife gets in the ear going, when Hank's done, fuck it, grab the mic, say what you want to say too.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw when Parasite won and they had the whole damn cast up there. Did you see this?
I saw all his wins except I saw every time he was up.
Did you see the microphone go down? Did you see this?
No.
Okay. So I don't know who spoke first, but someone got up and spoke for Parasite, right? And then I'm thinking, okay, but they put some lady up there too. So some lady got up by the microphone, but what had happened was the microphone, it's one of these microphones that goes into the floor.
Yeah.
After the first guy was done speaking, the microphone went into the floor. So the woman got up there was no microphone for her to talk. So the whole cast is like, bring back the microphone. Then the lights went on. Show's done, right? Lights went on. But then the whole audience is like, oh, bring back the mic. Bring back the... Yeah, they're all like, no, let her talk. And I'm sitting there going, it's like, this is what it reminded me of. It reminded me of like the bell is going to ring in school.
Yeah.
Right? It's a minute left.
Yeah.
And then somebody raises their hand and wants to ask a question. Right? And you're like, oh no. What? It's Friday. Just ask it Monday. Right?
Absolutely.
This is what this was. I go, It's over. We got parties to go to. But everybody's like, bring it up, bring it up. So it comes back up. Everybody's clapping. And this one starts to talk. I go, oh no, she's like, she doesn't know English well. And she's talking. I go, how long is she gonna go? Lou or Hank, do we got any footage?
The way he directs. And what I really like about him is his sense of humor. And the fact is he can be really making fun of himself, and he never takes himself seriously.
Okay. How long? Oh my.
Okay.
God.
I thought it felt like it was 18 minutes when I was there.
Yeah.
Now she's done, and the mic goes in, and another guy comes up.
Come on.
And he's like, bring it up for me. And I think the director in the truck goes, light this up. Let's get. So he's left on stage going like this, and nobody else.
I love it. Oh, that's great. Actually saved the bit, man. Holy.
So
I heard the interpreter for the Japanese director. He would say some stuff. And there were a couple times where I'm like, "Hey, what do you think? She's got a photographic memory? I mean, you're talking Japanese for 2 minutes straight. She's got to interpret all this. Like,
well,
she did great."
I heard the guy. Someone said the guy speaks perfect English.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, because at the end he did go Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, I was like sitting there going, this guy don't know. This guy grew up watching Scorsese movies, and he didn't pick up the language somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
So let me ask you this:
Yeah.
If you're gonna go and accept an award in, say, Russia,
Yeah.
all right,
Putin. Yeah. I wouldn't mind hanging out
and you're
with Putin.
speaking English to Russians,
Yeah.
do you want a male translator or a female translator? Because I thought it was odd. Just like, if I'm a guy, wouldn't I want another guy like
That's
saying
a good
it?
point. That's a good point, man.
How do you feel about like the female translator on, or vice versa, like a male translator for a woman?
I think I'd have to say I would want male on male for that situation. I feel like he's gonna capture more what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I just felt like when the female is talking, automatically I'm looking at her as if she won the award. And it could have been a male too. Like if a female won and had a male translator and a male's talking, I'm looking at the male going, oh yeah, he won.
I don't know though, because that director, he would say a few words and then he would do that real cool step away from the mic, like so she could come in.
Yeah, you're right. He would do a thing, and he did something else too, which was a total artist thing to do. He would back off, and then he would just he would like get into his head like, oh, I'm coming back. Like, I'm coming. And then he just came back in. I was like, oh, wow. He's thinking.
Yes, he made it seem like he was coming up with all that in the moment. He's rubbing the forehead and coming back with, I wish I could cut this into 5. Take Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'll cut it into 5. And yeah, I was like, oh, this guy. And when he said that thing to Scorsese, every time he won, he was saying such nice things about the other directors that, like, if I was a nominee, I'd rather not win and have him win and just say nice shit about me. Yeah, I mean, Marty Scorsese was crying.
Oh man, I'm surprised Scorsese didn't just walk up and go, "We all know who should have this."
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll say what we're all thinking. Fucking Parasite. Who saw that shit? Anybody? Did anyone see that shit? I mean, come on.
I didn't see it. The
No.
only movie I saw
What?
was The Irishman.
Oh man.
Man.
You didn't see it. You should. Well, I'll tell you.
Did you see it?
What?
The Parasite.
No, I saw everything except The Parasite. Everything they have. And Sandler should have been nominated too, man, instead of Antonio Banderas. From what I saw from his trailer, I didn't see his movie. I shouldn't say I didn't see Antonio's trailer movie, but Sandler's was awesome. I'm babbling. Anyway, you got to roll, don't you? You have to go somewhere.
I got to get out of here. But listen, great time again here.
That was, dude. I'm having a lot of fun doing this with you, and being able to see you was making me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
So let's keep doing this for a while. I'm about to lose my other job.
This week I'm in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. SebastianLive.com. Check out all the tour dates. It's been a fantastic time here. Thanks for listening to the Pete and Sebastian Show. Please share it with your friends and family, and we will see you here next week.